talk. I'm talking about my idea how to unify the people of this world together so we can all live peacefully and stop fighting over our differences and focus more on our similarities. It all started one day when I go to the park after school. I didn't have anyone to play with me. And then this girl came. She was so quiet and shy. My mom saw her and said, "Why would you play with her? And then you can play together and have fun." I thought it was a good idea. Once I went to that girl asking her if she would like to play with me. If she wanted to play with me, she looked at me with her eyes wide open. Suddenly, she seemed confused and stared at me like I was an alien. I stared at her back. Then she said with a foreign accent, "Why are you just that way?" She said. I felt sad because she judged me based on what I was wearing. So I said to her, "And why you said talking a weird way?" to pay her back for what she said. The girl now seemed embarrassed by what I said, and I didn't want her to be sad. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pay her back. That way, so I got an idea. I told the girl, "I will tell you what I does this way, and I'll tell you a little about myself. But in return, you need to tell me about why are you talk that differently. And tell me a little bit about yourself." But when we understand each other, we can be friends, become friends instead of enemies. Then we can play together and have fun. I started explaining that wearing a hat, cover, and long skirt is just good for relations for girls. And I'm a Muslim child. The girl still looked puzzled. She said, "What a Muslim child?" Right away, I had a splendid idea. I remembered the poem I also recited when I felt the need to explain myself to others. I read it in my favorite book, which is called Muslim Child, when I was 5, and decided to use it in situations like this so it could become handy. I stood in front of the girl and told her, "Listen to this. Hopefully you accept me as a friend. Afterwards, please, for all of you who want to know what a Muslim child is, allow me to share this with you. are not only black. Sometimes they blue in the sky, or sometimes they green. As a tropical sea, or brown as a trunk of a palm tree, and every shade in between. My skin can be black as molasses, or as pink as a blush on the roads, as golden as a freshly made honey, or dark copper brown as a penny, and every shade in between. I am the richest of rich and the poorest of poor. As famous can be. A generous child, pampered and bored. A soldier's child, often by law. And every rank in between. I come from many countries, speaking many languages, but in one set of beliefs. I believe in Lord Jesus, Abraham, Muhammad, Moses, and God who sent them, and in every message in between. So then, Muslim child of peace, what do you write? I see that we each a piece in the puzzle. As humanities, I try to understand you if you try to understand me. If you try to understand me, now back to your story. Guess what the girl did? The girl gave me a biggest smile ever and clapped for me, and told me I would love to be your fans. Isn't that amazing? How does a sincere couple of words full of knowledge can change the whole situations? I told the girl, now it's your turn to tell your story about yourself. I have to understand you like I understand me now. The girl started to tell her story. I am from Mexico. We came here for a better change of life. My dad is a farmer. He tries to support my families by moving place to place. Finding a new jobs. We moved to this area last month. I'm still trying to adjust to my new school. It is so hard for me to improve for foreign accent that fast. I understand better than I speak, and I don't have a lot of friends to practice speaking with. Maybe if you become my friends, you can help me, she said. I felt sad and asked her to forgive me for my ignorance when I made a comment about the way she speaks, and told the girl would love to be your fans. Now let's play. I had so much fun playing with her, and I gained a new friend. Please, now for everyone, listen to me. I hope you got the idea. We all have to start fighting ignorance. Wait. No less. Stop picking on each other. Overcome our differences. If each one of us starts to pass a good book or a nice quote, give a beautifully speech or write an inspiring story, hopefully my generations can live in a more peacefully world. We all come from different countries and backgrounds. The way I dress shouldn't matter. How people view me in the world. Instead, we should all be judging by our actions and characters. Thank you for listening.